I always dreamed of raising horses, of looking out my kitchen window and seeing my horses grazing on my land. I decided to raise American paint horses because of their athletic ability and intelligence. Plus, I love the way the splashes of white make each paint horse unique. You can imagine the anticipation I felt waiting for my mares to foal. I spent hours studying pedigrees and performance records, trying to match my mares to the right stallion. I couldn't wait for those babies to be born. All foals are beautiful, but paint foals are absolutely spectacular. If you love horses, you'll soon be dreaming of raising your own paint baby someday. Raising foals is a lot like being a parent. You put your whole heart into nurturing each foal, and when the time comes to let go, part of you goes with that horse. I'm really proud when my foals grow up. I feel like I had a hand in creating something extraordinary. And when I see them in the show ring, doing ranch work, or just being good pleasure horses, that's when it all pays off. And I know that my paints add something special to the lives of their new owners.
It's difficult to imagine a time when horses were not a part of my life. Was there ever a time? It seems as if I've been around them from the moment I could walk. As a child, I stood in awe of their size, their strength and their beauty. As I grew, I came to appreciate their majesty, their devotion, and their gentleness. I remember my daddy buying me my first American paint horse. We sat there in that giant arena, listening to the magical rhythm and patter of the auctioneer, as he strove to coax yet another $100 from those of us seeking greatness at a fair price. As each horse was trotted majestically in front of us, My daddy pored over the program. Just like every other member of the American Paint Horse Association, he eagerly studied the comments, trying to read between the bloodlines to find the right horse for me. Yet, all the while knowing that there would be no dissuading me once I'd spotted the horse I wanted. And of course, that's just how it happened.
33. 670. Now 7,200. Now 7,200. I got 45, 5,500. Now $6,000. Now 5. $6,500. Now $7,000. I got $6,500.
I grew up going to shows, and I came to love everything about them. And the sights, and the sounds, and the excitement. And everyone took such pride in grooming their horse, paying attention to the slightest detail, and nothing was overlooked. And the great thing about showing American paint horses is that each one has its own distinctive look. And that way, you always felt like you stood out in the crowd. I remember that each show was a mixture of competition anxiety, pride of accomplishment, and plain old fun. Horse people are the best. And when you join the American Paint Horse Association, you become part of a giant extended family that includes every person with a bridle and a curry comb. And now, my daughter's joined that family. I'm as proud and excited about getting ready for our first show. I can only hope that she'll come to know and appreciate the happiness and joy that her horse can give her. It's a feeling that lasts a lifetime.
I've always been competitive, even when I was little. I started competing in walk-trot classes at APHA shows about the same time I started riding. The APHA is a program for every rider, whether it's youth or amateur or professional, and a wide variety of classes and hundreds of shows to choose from every year. I take competing seriously. I want to win. All the hard work has finally paid off, I guess, because now the competition takes me seriously. I expect the best of myself as well as my horse. So when I started searching for that once-in-a-lifetime horse, I didn't limit myself to just one breed. But after looking at a lot of different breeds, I found that paints are natural athletes willing to give 100%. Together with my American paint, we went beyond my wildest dreams to the top in open competition. It was incredible. I had lots of offers to buy my paint afterwards, for much more than I paid, but I've decided to breed my horse and raise my next loud-colored champion.
There's something special about paint horse owners. Maybe it's the way they treat newcomers like old friends. I've never received a welcome like I did from paint people. Even before I bought my first paint, I was invited to join the APHA regional club in my area. The members were different, all right. Warm, supportive. I felt right at home. The folks I met were great. And it was really neat to meet people who were as excited about this colorful horse as I was. I learned a lot about the breed. And they helped me buy my first paint. To me, there's nothing more fun than one of the weekend trail rides my regional club sponsors. But there's something for everyone. Shows and clinics and picnics. There's even a junior club just for kids. I think regional clubs bring the APHA to life, wherever there's a paint. And there's something unique about the friendships you build around American paints. You know, the friends I've made have become like family to me. I wouldn't trade this for anything in the world.
I would be riding a paint in traditional English sport. It used to be you would only find thoroughbreds going over fences or doing dressage or racing down the polo field. After all, everyone associates American paints with the Old West. But times have changed. English disciplines have changed. And the paint horse has changed too. Today's American paint is a good mover, an honest jumper with a quiet disposition who stays calm in the heat of a cross-country gallop. And each American paint is uniquely colored, sure to set you apart from the conservative crowd of bays and grays. The sport may be traditional and conservative, but no one ever said your horse had to be.
I guess I could have gotten a job behind a desk somewhere. But I always preferred being outdoors, working with my hands. And I love horses. I've worked all kinds of horses, but I haven't found another breed that stands up to the American paint horse. I've ridden paints for years. If you use your horse for lots of things, like I do, you need a horse that can do it all. And that's the American paint. A dependable workhorse with a gentle disposition that's ideal for trail riding. It's a horse you can show or rodeo. And if you're a breeder, well, the American paint may be the best money you'll ever spend. It's a special breed, all right. From its versatility to its distinctive appearance. Whether it's to work, show, breed, or just to enjoy, the horse ought to be as special as your relationship with it. That's the philosophy of the American Paint Horse Association. The association understands and celebrates that special bond between you and your American paint. In a lifetime of working with horses, I've handled most every breed, and every one of them has its own merits. But there's nothing quite like the American paint. In its own way, the paint horse is a uniquely American icon, a living legacy of the American West. And in some ways, owning a paint and being part of the American Paint Horse Association makes you feel a part of that heritage. Whether you're working cattle, going fishing, breeding, showing, or just taking a trail ride with your friends, when you own an American paint horse, you're part of something very special, something uniquely American.